Dear students, today I will explain a beautiful song, Go and Catch a Falling Star, composed by John Donne, who is a 17th century writer and belongs to the metaphysical school of poets. He is noted for his extravagant images and subtle wit. In this light, playful, almost mischievous utterance, he expresses his great distrust of womankind through a series of exaggerations. He suggests that it is not possible to find a beautiful and faithful woman than to perform the greatest of known impossibilities. And besides this, I want to tell you something more about this song, that this song was published posthumously in 1633 in the volume entitled Song and Sonnets. It was written by Donne in his youth when he saw a good deal of London life. The subject of woman's inconstancy was a stock subject, but Donne enlivened it with his personal experience. Now, we first read our lines. Go and catch a falling star, get with child a mandrake root, tell me where all past years are, or who cleft the devil's foot, teach me to hear mermaids singing, or to keep off envy's stinging, and find what will serve to advance an honest mind, if thou beest born to strange sights, things invisible to see, write 10,000 days and nights till age show white hairs on thee. Thou, when thou returnest, will tell me all strange wonders that befell thee, and swear nowhere lives a woman true and fair. If thou findest one, let me know such a pilgrimage were sweet. Yet do not, I would not go through at next door we might meet, though she were due when you met her, and last till you write your letter, yet she will be false ere I come to 2 or 3. In the opening lines, the poet is giving expression to his great distress of womankind. In the present stanza, he describes many impossible things. He has given a long list of impossible things. As for example, as catching a falling star is an impossible idea. Secondly, to beget a child from mandrake plant is also impossible. No one can tell where the past years have gone. In the same way, there is no one who can tell us to who spilled the Satan's foot. Likewise, it is also impossible to hear the song of mermaids. It is again impossible to find out such a man who is devoid of envy. Similarly, it is also impossible to search an honest man. The poet says that all these are impossible things but can be made possible. Poet says that to find a beautiful and faithful woman is not possible, it is impossible. In the next lines, the poet says that if a man who is born with the power to see strange sights and scenes may ride 10,000 days and nights and travel all over the world till his hair grey, he will not be able to see a beautiful and faithful woman. And when he returns, he will tell stories of wonderful sights and wonderful things and happenings, but will not be able to cite a single case of faithful and beautiful woman seen by him. The poet means to say that a man may go in search of a faithful woman, and spend all his life till he becomes old, yet he will not get success in his mission. The poet clears that it is impossible to find a faithful and beautiful woman in this world. Now, in the concluding lines, the poet, who is very keen on discovering a true and faithful, beautiful woman, says that if there be any such in the world, he would go to see her. Even such a journey would be as difficult as a pilgrimage. However, the poet feels that the journey would be futile. Futile, nirarthak. The woman's faithfulness will be very short-lived. By the time one wishes to write a letter to her, she would have turned false. Hence, the poet despairs about meeting such a woman who is true and faithful. It means the poet clears that it is impossible to find out a beautiful and faithful woman in this world. Thanks.